Hello, everyone. My name is Whitney Freya, and I am the founder of the Great Mother March. And I have spent the morning sinking deeper into the mystery that is the Great Mother March, a call to trust, to step out in new ways, whether you are joining us live for the March that begins March 21st on the equinox 2026 to symbolize our return to balance, the masculine and the feminine. And we walk step by step through rural North Carolina and Virginia to weave into the in-between spaces, to be the energy and frequency of the Great Mother, of unconditional love, of interconnectedness, activating the sacred law of reciprocity, healing, playing, creating, having fun, and challenging ourselves. So, in a session this morning, I was inspired by the challenge that is the Great Mother March, the invitation to trust and lean into the unknown. And I believe this is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves these days, with so much up in the air, how to trust the unknown. The unknown is the void, the darkness, the threshold. It is the transition right before birth. It is when we are often at our darkest. And it is within the unknown that we are being prepared. This is similar, not exactly, I wouldn't say the Great Mother March is going to be like an underworld journey, but our underworld journeys where we go into those places in our lives where we are dancing with and intimate with the unknown. It can feel like we're stuck, like we're not inspired. Ultimately, we're being prepared, and we haven't been taught this very well. We've been taught to try and control and create structure and grasp. And I want to share this quote with you. I highly recommend this book by Andrew Harvey, The Return of the Mother. And in the introduction, you can see my notes here. He says, Mother is total awakeness. She never substantially creates any limited structure because she experiences none of the tendencies of living beings to grasp, project, or conceptualize. Neither does she substantially dismantle or destroy any limited structure, for she encounters no solid limits. She is the perfect wisdom which never comes into being and therefore never goes out of being. She is known as the Great Mother by those spiritually mature beings who dedicate their mind streams, I just love that, mind streams, to the liberation and full enlightenment of all that lives. So the Great Mother March is a call for myself right now, and I'd imagine for you, to stay very present and to feel into the energy, the frequency of the Great Mother March. What is it wanting us to embody? What is the invitation? What is the meaning behind it? And it's going to be different for each one of us. It is a pilgrimage. It is an outreach. It is a parade. It is a celebration. It is a physical, mental, emotional, spiritual challenge so that we emerge stronger, wiser, more resilient. If I myself look too far ahead into March 21st to April 22nd and try and put myself there right now, it doesn't feel comfortable because there's still a lot coming together. So this isn't a decision you make out of like, let me try and imagine what this is going to be like and figure out if this is something I want to do. Because we have no idea the world we're going to be living in next year. We have no idea where we're going to be personally. But do we desire, do you desire to be a part of one facet of the reunion of the masculine and feminine? Might you be inspired to circle up with men, women, all genders, all ways of expressing our humanity, to be boots on the ground, love and compassion made visible. If that feels magnetic to you, if intuitively in your body you sense a rightness, you just stay present and you take the very next step. That's how I have to manage most of my life because I am fully committed to embodying the creative idealist that I am, and someone who is here to create spaces within which we get to remember fully who we are. And this relationship to the unknown in all areas of your life wants to empower you, because so many of our ideas and dreams and visions stop. They hit a block because we're ultimately looking farther down the road than we can see. And what Great Mother wants to remind you is that with the world rapidly changing the way it is right now, we can only be shown a step or two ahead of ourselves. When you get the big idea, the big vision, this is the unstoppable dream. Like in my book, 30 Days to Unstoppable, the Great Mother March is the unstoppable dream that I was given, just like I write about in the book. It's like writing the book prepared me for this. When you get the unstoppable dream, the most important thing is to realize you're in a co-creative relationship with the unknown, with the field of pure potentiality, with the Great Mother. I don't, you don't, we don't have to have every step of the way figured out or outlined. The Great Mother March is like a seed that we've been offered. The seed has everything it needs. It needs us to put it in the ground and nurture it so it can grow to fruition. So I just wanted to share this because whether you're deciding whether or not to join the Great Mother March in person or to get involved in the myriad of ways there are to get involved, and I'll put the link to join the community and be a part of the creation of it. You don't ever have to join us live in the spring, but you can be a part of this march. It begins right now, whenever you're hearing about this. But how to stay present and how to feel into the invitation. Because what I believe is the world that we are choosing, that we know is possible for our future, is not currently known. You and I are here to make it visible. And that's what the Great Mother March is. And that is the invitation. Do you want to be a part of making the Great Mother visible? Thank you. Go to greatmothermarch.com. You can join our community at greatmothermarchportal.com. This is a beautiful way. Thank you, Great Mother, for giving me a magical way to meet these times and to be a part of the change that we are creating. I hope you join us.